Hey, welcome to the DBB channel, and today we have a top 4 game. Alright, it's gonna be between the purple Evangelion versus the yellow one, and I'm excited to show you guys what the yellow can do, because really, it's actually a very interesting deck, because it doesn't have any red per se, but it does so much. Alright, so we do see the Asuka, Rin, Misato, and of course the Mari, the 4 goddess in the deck, and that really pretty much sums up the whole deck. And we do see actually going for the on-play draw 1 thanks to the Mari. Very nice skill, to be honest, right? Because you're cycling a lot and you get an idea of why you want to cycle a lot, and even why the yellow Evangelion is actually so strong. Alright, so we do see an aggressive play from the purple Evangelion here, pushing up the Mari, going for the 0 cost swing, and then going for the energy play here, because I mean it's the second AP only, so likely he's going to be taking 1 damage here. He does follow up the turn with the Asuka and the energy line, and he's going to swing with the Mari here, just pushing down to 6, hitting to an unfortunate final, so nothing fancy there. And we do go for the first 3 AP turn for the right player here, and he does actually go for the Asuka double energy, which allows him to actually retire the Ray, allowing him to draw 2 cards, and the Ray actually allows him to draw an additional card, so drawing 3 cards, allowing him to play the final, and then going for the Misato. Alright, this Misato is such a good card in the energy line because it does allow you to set up the whole life to be a trigger. And of course with this Mari as well, basically essentially turning all draw and active trigger into get triggers, as well as allowing him to actually play this Ray as well in the front line. This Ray is actually super interesting in terms of how it works, because it's essentially 2 bodies in one. You do actually see the AP draw 1 from the left player here on his first 3 AP turn, and then deciding to move up 2 cards into the energy line from the energy line to the front line here. Now with the remaining 2 APs, I assume he's just going to go for the energy line here because he only has 1. Let's put down the Mari as well as the Asuka. Alright, from the promo set, he does go with the swing here with the Asuka, hitting to an active trigger. Alright, now here is what makes it interesting. Because of the Mari in the front line, you can actually activate it to a get trigger. And then of course, if you activate it as a get trigger with the Misato, you are actually able to really change it to just discarding 1 and then playing into the front line just like that. Of course it's rested, but however you do take note that you do actually gain 1 AP like that, because the attacker can actually swing in the next turn already, because at the end of the turn you do actually restand all of the cards here, and do actually see him actually push up the Asuka to the front line. Right, going for the aggressive, does decide to play the Ray in the back line here. And we do have 1 AP left, because that's what the Ray, or rather the Mari, can actually do, because he does swing the Ray first, alright, for 4k, and then using the Mari to actually use the AP to actually stand the Ray back again and drawing 1 card, so it's very nice. We do see actually hitting to a red trigger here, and does go for the Ray swing once again into the 6th life. There's definitely a lot of aggression coming from the right player here, and let's not forget that he has plenty of resources left, especially with the hand size as well as the life. And let's not also forget the Ray. We do see a final for the last second check here, which is very unfortunate, or actually the last check, because it actually does get blocked with the last attack. And that's the thing, right? I was saying about the Ray. The Ray is actually super strong in terms of how it can actually deter the aggression from the left player, as we do see it coming in this turn. We do see actually going for the Mari this turn with the color trigger, double ball. And I assume he's going to remember to use the effect here, and let's go for the Unit-08 here, drawing 2, discarding 1. So he does set up quite a number of minus BP in the front line already. And let's not forget, even though I did glaze the yellow Evangelion deck quite a bit, let's not also forget that the purple Evangelion does deal well with charm blockers, especially on the right player's turn or the right player's field. He does have quite a bit of 3k, 2ks here. Does actually decide to minus 1k on the Ray, making it a 3k now, and we do see a final. So it's going to have 3 APs, or rather 4 AP this turn to play. With the second AP, does go for the special, as you command Princess, minus 3 and minus 1. So let's decide to kill off the Asuka on the right hand side, as well as minusing 1k on the Mari. Alright, so the Mari is already currently at 1k, and let's not forget we do have the Mari Raider in the front line, so it's actually able to press 1k, and of course killing off herself. And we do see the very nice AA Unit-02 here, which allows him to actually gain double attack, because we do have 2 cards with minus VP this turn, and we do actually have him minusing another 1k, alright, on the Mari here, thanks to the PR. So now the Mari is only 3k, we do see the Mari going for the minus 1k, killing off the 2k one. A lot of Mari suicidal here, but let's not get confused, because we do actually see the Mari applying the effect on the Asuka. Alright, the Asuka will actually be able to swing 3 times this turn, and if all 3 turns are not blocked, Alright, 3 attacks are not blocked. He's able to draw 3 cards. The first attack will go through, hitting to a very timely special here, which is pretty unfortunate because it does remove all the potential draws for the left player, and of course it's very glad for the right player here. And we do see actually going for the 3k swing with the Asuka here, and do see a Ray immediately blocking here, and then of course using his ability to discard 1 card and playing down the Ray, and the Ray immediately goes for that block, allowing him to on retire, draw 1 card, and you can actually start to see how valuable the deck is, right? Because how much charm blocker can the right player actually put out? We do see actually the Ray being pushed out in the front line once again, and does have 2 AP this turn, and let's go immediately for the Ray, and then going for the final, pushing him back to 3 AP. Alright, so let's go for the Asuka AP2, alright, which allows him to retire 1 card on his energy line, killing off 1 card on the left side, and then of course allowing you to play a free card on the right side as well. So essentially a very good 2 AP card. And then of course with that 1 AP left on the back line, he's able to use the Mari to actually stand the Ray immediately. A lot of things going on, and the special do hit in the left side here, allowing him to actually cure 1 thing, and I likely would want to kill the Asuka AP2 because the Asuka AP2 can be a solo impact 1 in the future turns. And we do see the left player already going down to 1 life, and we do see 2 Rays, alright, on the right player life, or right player side. And let's not forget Ray's ability is able to spawn another Ray from the drop zone, or rather the outside area. So that's essentially having 5 units on the right side. 5. Alright, okay, we shall see how the left player is going to deal with this, as he does go for the Asuka, minusing 1k on the Mari once again. Alright, and then going for the second AP here, going for the final. Alright, so he does actually have 4 AP this turn, and don't mind him because he actually does forget to untap one of the AP, which will get a bit confusing in the moments to come, but however is settled quite easily. Alright, he does actually go for the raid here on the Unit-02, which allows him to minus 1k, and then he realized, how come I don't have any more AP? And of course they do actually play the final, and then the player does allow him to, you know, play this 4th AP turn, and then going for the Unit-02, alright, which allows you to gain that double attack once again, and we does go for the draw thanks to the Asuka PR. And of course we shall see how this attack is going to swing. He does swing with the first attack first, and I believe he's going to block immediately with the Ray, because on the third attack, the new Unit-02 will allow him to actually become 7k, and all 3ks below will not be able to block him. So it actually does go for a very interesting one, which is this Ray, allowing him to on play give 1 character on your area plus 1k. Now take note that it's not only on your turn, it can be done during opponent's turn as well, as the Mari does grow stronger, and we do see the Ray blocking it once again, dropping 1 and playing down another Ray, which allows him to plus 1k on the Mari, and the Mari is currently, if I'm not mistaken, 5k BP. Right, 5k, even though it did minus 1k AP in the previous turn, or rather in the same turn, thanks to that Shin, or rather the Asuka. Alright, and now he's becoming a 7k on the new Unit-02, does swing with a 4k, immediately blocked by the Mari for 5k, and now does go for 1 more swing, hitting into a get trigger here, which is, like I mentioned, the Misato, man. This Misato at the backline setting up the whole life, and that's allowing him to discard 1, playing it down immediately. Okay, and then he's going to be playing the back line. And let's not forget, with multiple Mari in the front line now, he's going to actually be able to generate 1 attack more with 1 AP. So that calculates to about 6 attacks in this turn, and we do see actually a special. But however, it's not actually able to delete the 5k unit thanks to that missing Asuka in the area. But however, this shouldn't matter too much, because with that Mari just double swinging and double AP withstanding, this is over for the left player. Now this is the deck list for the left player here, and this is the deck list for the right player.